So Saad, we understand obviously your name DRF Engineering. We understand there's kind of an interesting story behind that name. That was a trip with your family to Jamaica.
Yes.
Would you mind elaborating on that story?
Yeah, sure. So when I wanted to start things up and decided to take a trip to Jamaica, we tried to figure out what my next step will be after leaving my post in the company I used to work for. So we took this trip to the Dun River Falls, which is basically a waterfall in Jamaica, and basically the tourists and the locals, they form a human chain to go up in the fall. So you start from the bottom and you move your way up to the falls, and basically the water hits on you, and people struggling trying to climb up the fall. And I figured, starting a business is going to be the same struggle, and for that reason, in that moment, I figured, you know what, I'm going to start my own company, and I know it's going to be a struggle, just like the way you walk up the waterfall, and the name DRF born that day, Dun River Falls. That stands for DRF Engineering.
That's excellent. Well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Another thing we wanted to discuss was what are the advantages of having entrepreneurs here at the center with the interns we have access to, and what other resources are there in the Metro West that you like to utilize?
Well, the center has been very beneficial for my company, and for a variety of reasons. The intern plays a big role in my business because they help me with my social media, my accounting, my business marketing, all that stuff. So I get to focus on what I do for work, basically, and all I have to think about is how do I solve customer problems, and the rest comes from the center. And the other thing is, provide me with a place close to home where I don't have to travel. I was driving yesterday on the Mass Bike, going from Boston, Somerville to here. It took me an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah.
Today's commute for me is about under 9 minutes. At most, it's 10 minutes take. So that's a huge benefit for me. And the center has been very efficient for me in terms of availability, hours of operation, and access to resources such as internet and access to the university where the student comes from, and also they provided coffee, that's what we live on.
Huge bonus right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.